Welcome to Optimal Timelines. My name is Sean, and this is going to be your monthly Tarotscope readings for August 2023 for your North Node by sign and house. Now, if you're new to my channel, the reason I use the North Node in tarot readings as opposed to your Sun, Moon, or Ascendant sign is it's recognized in astrology that your North Node is your North Star. It's your soul path. It's what we're here to learn and experience in this lifetime. So it's much more accurate and relevant in readings as opposed to your sun, moon, or ascendant sign. Now, you're going to want to watch two readings. You're going to want to watch one for your North Node by sign and one for your North Node by house. Now, one quick note on this month. A lot of us have been going through some really intense things over the summer. The astrology has really been off the charts. And we have two full moons this month, one on the 1st, August 1st, and one on the 30th. And then right around the corner in October, it's eclipse season. So these are very transformational times. And I just want to say that no matter what's going on around us in our life, whatever is happening, remember that when we follow our soul path, when we follow our North Node, the universe assists us and helps us in having the best life possible and staying on our most optimal timeline. So with that, I am going to connect to the energies and we can begin the readings. I call upon my spirit guides and guardians and the wisdom of my ancestors to bring forth the information that's true and correct for all who see this reading, that it may bring them the most beautiful, happy life possible and set them on their most optimal future timeline. So may it be. Okay, North Node in Libra or North Node in the 7th house. This is going to be your monthly Tarotscope for August 2023. Okay, really interesting. So this spread on this side of the table represents the first half of the month from the 1st to the 15th, and then this side represents the second half of the month from the 16th on. Now, your overall theme card that's playing into this month is the Magician Reversed. And this normally is a card of, self-mastery. It's about, like mastering skills and mastering the self. And it's reversed here. And I want to get into your timeline for the first part of the month. You've got the Fool card reversed, and you've got the Queen of Cups, and then you've got the Six of Pentacles reversed. Now, what I'm seeing here is that this is really interesting because, again, this is geared toward what you're learning on your soul path for your North Node, okay, with your South Node in Aries or the first house. There's going to be a situation that's going to happen the first 2 weeks where you could use or require help from somebody else, or you may be asked or encouraged to give assistance or help to somebody. What does that help? It could be, yes, it could be, financial. It could be any sort of help and assistance. Okay. But not necessarily, it's like it could be giving of yourself, giving of your time, giving of your resources, or likewise, someone could be like offering that to you, or you may need to do that. Now, the interesting thing is that could seem uncomfortable, like if you are on the receiving end of needing help, because with a lot of times with the Aries South Node or South Node in the first house, there's a lot of like natural pride and like wanting to do things yourself, which is great. It's natural. Okay. Remember, we're balancing things out in this lifetime. We're learning how to be, to master the skills of, Libra in the seventh house, which is about relationships with others. The key here for this first half of the month is really staying in your heart space, no matter what this is, staying in your heart space. Because I'll give you an example. Because, well, uh, Libra in the seventh house is ruled by the planet Venus. Okay. It's all about the heart. But the quick example is that let's say that there's a person that requires your help. And maybe that you feel that that person doesn't deserve it for whatever reason. Okay, that's a possibility. Or you feel like you don't want to, do it. When we are in our heart space, we make decisions and we have actions and reactions that are different than when we're not in our heart space. It happens to all of us, okay? You find yourself when you're in that like real, you know, cozy, gushy heart space. We're different people when we're in that, as opposed to, let's say, being in our mind space or whatever. And so the key is that whether or not you're being asked to, or being encouraged to, given the opportunity to help someone and lift them up, because remember, that's what you're learning to do in this lifetime, using your strength to help other people. Or you could be in need and feel really uncomfortable. Stay in your heart space, okay? It's all about, because life is all about, it doesn't matter what your north node is for all of us, it's about relationships. And relationships, they can be really difficult, okay? And I know that people that have this north node in Libra or the seventh house could have had really like challenging relationships, in past lives and also this life. It's also similar when people have their Pluto in the first house. It can be very challenging with relationships. But the key here is, as I said, stay in that heart space, because that's going to give you the answers that you need. Okay, so your two advice cards are, you've got the Knight of Pentacles reversed, and you've got the Moon card. And what I'm seeing here is that this situation is taking you out of an area of your life of being stuck mentally, being stuck emotionally, psychically, energetically, and all of that. You're getting unstuck. That's what the Knight is. Okay, the Knight of, this is being stuck, and this is like getting unstuck. And more importantly, getting unstuck, it's getting you, the Moon card is getting you to see things that were hidden. What things could they be? Like, quick examples. It could be like you're seeing things in yourself that you didn't know you had, both positive and negative, and it's a win either way, because it's all learning. Or you're seeing things in others, both positive and negative, okay? And that's a learning thing. But you're staying through all of this in your heart space. Okay, you're keeping that heart open, and when your heart space is open, we are more understanding of situations and people and relationships. So those two things, it's helping you to get unstuck, energetically and in all ways. Okay, and then you're going to see things that you didn't see before. Um, and there's something very beautiful. Like, it's difficult sometimes when people have, like, let's say, a lot of the pride and self, uh I guess you say, being very independent, like Aries or the first house would have you be. That's a beautiful thing to be, strong like that. But it's also a beautiful thing, like, in my opinion, there's nothing more beautiful than when someone, whether it's us or someone else, is at their most vulnerable state, and they're so vulnerable that it wouldn't take very much just to, like, really, really mess them up. And when someone comes with kindness and is able to, you know, extend that hand of help, no matter what that help is, and that the person receiving that, it's like one of the most beautiful things that humans can do for other people. It's one thing to do nice things, to when people are strong and we're giving to each other. Okay, that's great. Here's a Christmas present. You give me a Christmas present. Okay, it's all wonderful. But when someone is really down and we're able to help them, or when we're at a very vulnerable state and someone's able to, like, lift us up, there's nothing quite like it. And that's what I'm saying. There's some opportunity here to do this on some level, whether it's you or someone else. Okay. And what this is doing is this is about self mastery. Okay. So yeah, keep that heart open. Okay. For that first half of the month. Well, always, as much as possible, but especially the first half of August. Now, the second half of August, what I'm seeing your timeline cards are, you've got the Four of Wands, you've got the Seven of Pentacles on your timeline, and you've got the Page of Wands reversed. Now, what I'm seeing here, this is going to be a slightly different situation that's going to come up. Probably not directly related to this. This is also, again, about self mastery, but I am feeling two distinct situations on your growth path for this month. Um, I'm seeing that there is something that regarding a past relationship that's needing to be healed. There's something that it could have been quite negative that happened, and it's also something that could happen this month. So it could be past that you're still dealing with something in the past, or it could happen. And but I'm feeling that there's going to be, like, healing from this, and it could have been a situation that maybe got, like I said, quite negative. Okay, that it's something that is, you're holding on to, maybe another person or people are holding on to. And your other advice card here is the Two of Pentacles. This could involve money, finances, or things of value, or again, just balancing parts of this relationship and situation out. But the key is, it's about what you're working on is balancing this situation. So what is the key here? This, with the Four of Wands, could be something that is regarding family or home. Okay. um, or it could be something regarding structure in your life. So it could be a job situation or something of that effect. But um, the key here is that what it's telling you is, with this Page of Wands, is the wands represent all the fire signs, including Aries. So this is about, it's almost like maybe seeing things in a different light, and maybe, you took a hit on your pride with this. Okay. And this situation was, kind of quite negative. And the healing is going to take place when you're able to look at it from a period of, or an area of growth in your life. It's like, I feel like the people involved in this, at least one of the players involved in this situation, whether it's you or someone else, has had growth in their life that is allowing them to now let this heal. It could be one or both, but at least one of the parties. And there's going to be a situation to heal that. Again, still staying in that heart space. How do we heal from something that was really negative? Well, you know, if you've gone through something in a situation with a person or people that was super negative, The true healing, which means you can not only forgive, but you can move past it, both of you, is if both people are seeing things correctly, getting the proper focus on what it is. And that could be allowing, like saying, like a person saying, okay, yeah, I see my part in this. I'm truly sorry for what I did with that. And then the other party also saying, yeah, I can truly see where I needed to learn on this. So you can have healing in that way, but sometimes it doesn't happen that way. Sometimes we have to heal a situation for our own good, where let's say one person hasn't gotten the proper growth or perspective on the situation, and they still are harboring grudges or don't feel like they did anything wrong. That's difficult, but we have to let it go. And so that's what I feel like this second half of August is. It's one way or the other, letting it go. But with this Page of Wands, this is about, like, don't let that South Node in Aries or South Node in the first house, that fiery self, don't let it take over. Stay in the heart space, see it from a higher perspective, and hopefully, who the players that are involved in this, they can meet you halfway, and then you could both move on. But this is a big thing, because after this, one way or the other, this is a huge balancing in your life, and like a moving forward. Again, this is like self mastery. If you're watching this video, you obviously have your South Node in Aries of the first house. Remember one key thing always, not only this month or always. It's much harder to be the peacemaker and to be the one that says you're sorry, to be the one to give in, than to be the warrior. It just is. It's easier in life, and everyone says that, even like, anyone that does any sort of counseling or, therapy, it's easier to go, to anger. That's why when people are, giving reviews or whatever, like you see, it's sad, but anger tends to be a stronger emotion and drive people to do and act and say certain things. Okay. But it's much harder uh, for a person, like I said, to be the peacemaker, to be the one to give in and say they're sorry. There's a lot of strength in that, even if it's not recognized, out in the world. But again, that's what this is about. This is about self mastery for you this month. And um, really, what I see is when you're able to do this, uh, you could really transform your life very, very quickly in the positive. If you were able to, like, handle um, you know these situations and, like, navigate them properly. So again, stay in your heart space. Allow yourself to be help to others. Allow help coming in, for you, and also, you know, work on healing this. Stay strong. Hopefully that person or people can meet you halfway. But if not, forgive anyway and move on, because that is the ultimate strength. So anyway, I hope this reading was helpful to you and you found some value in it. Thanks so much for watching. If you would like your personal formula for the optimal timeline for your life, there's going to be a link in the description box below. Give you some more information on a personal reading. And yeah, reach out to me in the comments. Say hey. Ask any questions you like. Love to interact with y'all. If you enjoyed this reading, if you could take a second and hit that like button, it helps the algorithms. Much appreciation. And again, make it a great month. Be strong. Remember where the true strength lies. And we'll see you on some more videos. Many blessings.